There are hundreds of ways to open a truck review video, but when the truck is twin-turboed, this is the only proper way. This is a 2019 Ford F-150 XLT Sport. Hey everyone, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and comment below with cars you want to see me review. It's hard to believe the aluminum-bodied 13th generation F-150 has been around for 5 years already. Ford's been putting the twin-turbo EcoBoost V6 in its flagship trucks for nearly a decade now, and the EcoBoost is now synonymous with reliability and power. Through some clever engineering, Ford has made the EcoBoost the gold standard in the light-duty truck class. The EcoBoost engines are known to make big power. From the factory, the 3.5-liter EcoBoost in this truck produces 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Compare that to the 385 horsepower and 387 pound-feet of torque of the Coyote V8 that's also available in this truck, and you see why the EcoBoost is positioned as the premier engine in the F-150. This truck has the larger 3.5-liter EcoBoost, but even the smaller 2.7-liter engine available for this truck makes a healthy 325 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. When I say big power, I mean it. 3.5-liter EcoBoosts have been tuned to make over 500 wheel horsepower, and even 600 wheel horsepower is not unheard of, and that's without swapping the Borg-Warner turbos for bigger snails. That's over 700 crank horsepower on a stock bottom end, and is enough power to send these tuned trucks down the quarter mile in under 12 seconds. Even the smaller 2.7-liter EcoBoost has been tuned to put down over 500 horsepower at the wheels. These tuned trucks are running nearly 20 psi, a testament to the EcoBoost's strength and durability. The 3.5-liter EcoBoost was clearly designed with this truck in mind. It's not underpowered for the F-150, and the turbos are responsive and quick to spool. And just listen to those recirculating blow-off valves. With its power and torque numbers, it's obvious why Ford chose to put the 3.5-liter EcoBoost in cars like the Show and the F-150. I only wish Ford upgraded the EcoBoost and the SHO. The extra power and torque produced by the F-150's EcoBoost is much needed in that car. For everyone worried about towing with a V6, your fears are misplaced. Configured with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost, a 5.5-foot bed, 4-wheel drive, and a 3.55 rear end, this truck is rated to pull 12,700 pounds. The maximum payload is over 3,000 pounds. Even the 2.7-liter EcoBoost can tow 9,000 pounds. I didn't get to use these features in this truck, but the F-150 has a number of towing amenities, including backup assist and dynamic hitch assist, which helps with hooking up a trailer. It amazes me that this F-150 can pull on the level of a Super Duty truck from only a decade ago. You'll have no issues pulling with this truck, and it's proven to be reliable and durable. And the best part about having a twin-turbo engine is the easy tunability if you decide you need more power down the road. As I mentioned earlier, most of this truck's sheet metal is stamped from aluminum. New for 2019, this truck is finished in a beautiful shade of gray Ford calls a bisque gray. The XLT Sport package adds blacked-out trim that complements the gray package nicely, as do the 20-inch 6-spoke painted aluminum rims. Options include LED box and side mirror lighting, fog lights and headlights with automatic high beam, although the taillights and the fog lights are halogen bulbs instead of LEDs, which is a bit disappointing. F-150 is embossed into the tailgate, and thankfully, Ford opted not to put any chrome on this truck. Ford really impressed me with the interior of the F-150. These seats are very comfortable, and the seat warmers work instantly. This truck has a center console that can hold just about anything you can imagine, but what's really cool is a bench seat option is also available if you don't want the console. The dashboard is covered in high-quality materials that don't squeak or rattle, and the infotainment system is responsive and easy to read and navigate. The sync system was updated in 2018, and it's a large improvement over the last operating system. It quickly connects to your phone, and the real-time navigation is seamless. The door panels are finished in a soft-touch material, and although this may look like carbon fiber at first glance, it's actually stamped plastic. Even though it's not real, I think Ford did a good job on this finish. As for the driving position, the pedals are adjustable, which is a big help for shorter drivers. Visibility is excellent, and the steering wheel is also covered in a soft touch, padded material. The gauge cluster has a digital display of the same quality as the infotainment system, and the F-150 has dozens of really cool options you can see me scrolling through now. The display includes everything from engine and transmission information to towing options. In off-road mode even displays information like power distribution, angle, and pitch. It would have been nice if Ford would have included a boost gauge and allowed drivers to change the gauge needle's LED color. As for the back seat, this truck offers more rear seat legroom than the front seat of most cars. The entire floor is flat too, and when the seats are in the upright position, the F-150 offers an incredible amount of storage space. The rear glass is automatic, and it's controlled by a window switch overhead, which is pretty convenient. For such a large truck, the F-150 is surprisingly easy to handle. I wouldn't say it's poised or nimble on the road, but with the EcoBoost power and quick spool time, the F-150 always feels like it's in boost. It's quick to accelerate to 60 in 5.7 seconds, but in a truck as big as this, it feels like light speed. And like all other 13th generation F-150s, this truck has a 10-speed, 10R80 automatic transmission. I found the transmission quick to downshift, and it never struggled to find a gear. The 13th generation F-150's chassis is a huge improvement over the previous generation. With the 12th generation, there was no escaping the lightness over the rear axle, especially on rough roads. With a solid rear axle truck, rear end lightness will never be completely eliminated, but this truck's handling is far superior to previous models. Inside, noise is minimal, but I like that you can hear the EcoBoost turbos spool up. You can also hear the recirculating blow-off valves do their work, but I'm unsure how much of the sound is from the F-150's active noise control system or actually coming from the engine. There are a number of threads on forums about disabling this system and some outrage about the artificial engine noise being pumped in, but before you get all up in arms over the active noise control system, know that it does a lot more than increase engine noise. The system works like noise-canceling headphones. Without it, the F-150 would have a lot more road noise and be a lot less refined. I did notice the active noise control system, which means it's properly doing its job. When compared to the 2018 Chevy Silverado, I find the F-150 to be the clear winner. This truck feels far more refined than the Silverado, and the sales figures speak for themselves. In 2019, Ford sold just under 900,000 F-Series trucks compared to the 575,000 Silverados and 232,000 Sierras. Even when combined, the F-Series outsells GM's trucks by 10%, and that's despite GM recently completely refreshing the Silverado and Sierra lineup. And you can expect that gap to grow when the 15th generation F-150 is released. At $54,000, this F-150 is no budget work truck. It may sound like a ton of cash for an F-150, but this truck is far from the work trucks of decades past. If you're on the fence about a 2019 or 2020 F-150 because of the new generation coming out soon, I wouldn't wait for the new generation. These trucks hold their value better than any other car or truck on the road today, and as evident by the 2019 sales numbers, they're in high demand. And on top of that, lease programs are prevalent, and you should be able to lease one of these for between $300 and $400 a month, depending on cash down and incentives. And if you choose to buy the F-150, you'll have made a wise decision by purchasing one of the highest quality and best value trucks on the market today. Again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video.